I'm Lee Spencer with Bob Leavine, who is attending his first Chili Bowl Nationals, giving a little support and love to his new driver, Christopher Bell. So what do you think about this party?
It's a great party. It's a great happening. You know, the racing is intermittent in between, which is really kind of cool because the excitement is as much as anything. It's unfortunately right now it's a little different than a NASCAR race. So that in itself is enjoyable, but watching all the competitors, 300 and some, 50 some, 60 some, and then watching the progressions of the ones that are learning and then the really good ones is fun and inspiring because you look at it, there's some kids out here who is just racing. They can say, I raced with Kyle Larson, Ryan Newman, Christopher Bell. That's pretty cool because that gives them an incentive to keep racing. The biggest challenge we found, Jeremy and I even sharing, is figuring out the progression, who races, where do you race to, how do you get in the main one. And I've looked online, I've printed out, we've had tests as we ride around, so it's still challenging. So what they're fixing to do now is the new one also, the pill drop, right? So it's fun.
This is the atmosphere around here. It's a little more down home than what we're used to on NASCAR weekends. These drivers really get up close and personal. I think we could use a little more of that in NASCAR.
I totally agree because it fits my personality, just laid back, visit fans, and everybody does that here, Lee. So that's really encouraging that because I guess it's grassroots racing. It's here in the center of our country. Like everybody comes from all over. And yes, I know, not going to knock NASCAR, but it really is a lot of corporate. And, yeah, maybe we do need to be a little more grassroots, laid back, get a little closer to our drivers because I've always liked our drivers to be accessible to the fans, and fans love that.
I've had a couple of sponsors come up to me, though, and say that they get more business done here than they even do at the PRI show, and I think that you can have fun and get work done at the same time. Yes,
walking around with the vendors, and Jeremy has actually done, work and made contact here today and yesterday, so absolutely right. You can see racing, see grassroots, see these guys that come, and you can tell they've made their car, and there's also other ones that a little more professional, but they're all racing together. And a lot of vendors with good stuff. So it is a mixture, and that's a good point. There's a lot of opportunities here to buy, to shop, to watch good racing.
I know you have a rock star in your midst with Christopher Bell, but did you realize how big he was, how popular he was before coming here?
Probably not the full scope, no. Yes, been watching Christopher for a couple of years and just watching him online and interact. But, I don't think it's just because it's the state of Oklahoma. I think it's because grassroots, this type of racing is where it came up through. And, people love him and he's accessible. He's standing here most of the day. So, yeah, it's an eye-opener for sure.
Have you had to pinch yourself knowing that you have a once-in-a-generational talent in your midst?
It's kind of overwhelming at times, Jeremy, and I sit and talk about the possibilities and try not to delve into it too far. It's just, hey, let's give Christopher great equipment and go race and have fun. And that's what I want him to do, go race and have fun. And he's geared up to it. And do we have expectations? Yes. We've gone back and looked at the rookies and who's won and who. I mean, we've done matrix and try not to think about it, but you do. Possibilities. We're still looking for our first win, so sure, we want. That's why we're there. But in the end, we do the process, give him good stuff, get to the track. He's got good people surrounding him. He's a great talent. We'll go do and have fun.
Is there potential for Leavine Family Racing to expand to 2 cars once you kind of get this year under your belt, if there's room in the Toyota camp They keep bringing up all these kids. You know, do you see yourself expanding in the future?
Yes. You know, I think I'm not sure it's going to be 2021 because of the next-gen car and us finding out really what it's going to cost. You know, that's a really big deal. We don't know totally yet. Jeremy and Michael's involved in that with NASCAR and through all the costing processes. So to answer the question, yes, we'd love to have a second car as soon as we can make it work, know what it's going to cost, and hopefully the cost of racing will go down, and then we'll know more how to approach sponsors because it's pretty pricey now, and it'll change a lot of things. It changes alliances. It changes a lot of things. So, yeah, we want 2 cars.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying your Chili Bowl experience, and I look forward to seeing what you can accomplish with Christopher in 2020.
Thank you. Appreciate it.